Eastern Illinois University is most commonly recognized by the iconic castle Old Main. However, this week on Exploring EIU, we take a look behind Old Main to examine something commonly unnoticed: the gravestone of a four-legged friend named Napoleon. The gravestone reads, "A stray dog who wandered on Eastern's campus and captured the hearts of all who knew him. A regular at football games, an attendee at graduation exercises, beloved mascot, and sentry of Eastern Illinois University. Truest of friends, he leaves us one distinct and special quality to remember: loyalty. This dog loved Eastern. He was loyal to this university, and in that light, Napoleon serves as an example for all alumni, students, and friends of this great university." To find out more, let's take a trip to Booth Library to speak to Bob Hillman, head of the university archives.
The story is that he wandered onto campus one day in 46 or so, and I think that's why they sort of used 1945 as when he might have been born. You know, they don't really know because he just sort of appeared on campus one day, and nobody really owned him. You know, he wasn't anybody's dog, although there were a few families that looked after him, and then the campus, some of the fraternities and sororities would, you know, look to. He probably got food at every place he went, you know, because people wanted to take care of him. So, and he was really a friendly dog, and you know, golden retrievers tend to be, you know, as a breed, they tend to be really friendly. And so he was sort of given free rein on campus. They sort of would let him just do whatever he wanted to do. You know, people would open the door and he'd walk into the classroom buildings and just do whatever he wanted to, visit classes, and he would go to football games and any kind of gathering of people. It sort of attracted him, you know, and he'd show up, and graduation exercises. When he was young, of course, he was pretty feisty, and so he would chase squirrels and cats and anything else on campus. So they sort of decided to call him Napoleon because he like took charge and was ruling over the campus in a sense, at least the other creatures on campus. You know, I think there was a family that took him occasionally to the vet for checkups, and then when he finally did disappear over the winter of in 1959-60 winter, sometime in January, I think, of 1960, they discovered him under a porch, but it was quite a while after he went missing. So they don't really know exactly when he died, but it was in May that they discovered him and had a burial right here on campus. And one of the places he liked to hang out was he'd climb up on the benches, and so they buried him near one of those benches. Had quite a, well, I call it a funeral. I mean, it wasn't really a funeral, it was a burial ceremony, and it involved the President Dowdna at the time. So they buried him and had a little ceremony to commemorate the passing of well, a sort of a campus legend, you might say. So that'd be a subject that everybody from that era would probably talk about at the reunion and say, "Oh, you remember old Napoleon," you know, because they all had that in common. That's what a campus mascot sort of does. It draws people together because they all have that in common. When they leave, they all remember things like that.
The headstone reads, "Truest of friends, he leaves us with one distinct and special quality to remember: loyalty."